Trust in God prevails in Columbia sick but not at the GC. I was greatly surprised to discover that the Sabbath School Department had included a pro-life story in its final edition for the month of April, 2021. It is the story of a pregnant woman whose attending physician recommended the termination of her pregnancy because the scientific prognosis was the death of the unborn minutes after birth. Here are some of the story details as narrated by Andrew McChesney, Adventist Mission Editor. Some of the illustrations were selected from the internet. The title of the story was, Inside Story, Columbia Sick, Trusting God or Science. The physician showed the 3D ultrasound images to Dr. Hernando Diaz. "You're a physician," he said. "Here is the evidence. And the pregnancy." The images showed that their baby had Potter's syndrome, a rare condition associated with kidney failure, abnormal limbs, and an unusual facial appearance, including widely separated eyes. The baby wouldn't live if the 32-week pregnancy were ended, but there might be hope if they waited. Should he trust science or God? Complications beset the pregnancy, and the physician recommended a C-section to save Erica's life. Hernando and Erica prayed. Their church prayed. Family and hospital staff rebuked Erica for not ending the pregnancy. 2 days before the C-section, a 3D ultrasound showed that nothing had changed. That night, Erica had a dream. She saw a baby boy playing in a basket and heard a voice telling her husband, "Take your son. He is a gift from God. You shall name him Samuel David. Raise him according to God's word." Erica and Hernando took the dream as a sign that the baby might survive. They bought diapers and other baby supplies for the first time. The next day, however, they braced for the worst. The physician explained that he would do the C-section, cut the umbilical cord, and the baby would die within minutes. C-sections usually take 20 to 30 minutes. Hernando waited in the waiting room for 30 minutes. 40 minutes. 50 minutes. His anxiety grew as 60 minutes passed. Suddenly he heard screams. It wasn't his wife. It wasn't their baby. It was the sound of the physician and nurses screaming in surprise. They had expected a deformed baby but instead found a perfect baby boy. Today, Hernando works as a physician at the Adventist Medical Center on the campus of Columbia Adventist University in Medellin, Colombia. Samuel is a healthy 8-year-old boy. "We decided to trust in God even though almost everyone was against us," said Hernando, 60. "Where did this miraculous intervention take place, Colombia or Colombia? My wild guess is that this incident took place in Medellin, Colombia, and not in Colombia, USA. My question is, why this miracle did not take place at the GC when the executive committee voted to approve the new statement on abortion?" The document included 5 strictly pro-life sections and a final section justifying the interruption of pregnancy when the unborn baby showed evidence of birth anomalies or fatal prospects. Here is the evidence. 1. God upholds the value and sacredness of human life. Human life is of the greatest value to God. 2. God considers the unborn child as human life. Prenatal life is precious in God's sight. These represent some of the numerous pro-life statements found in the document. Unfortunately, in Section 6 we find the exceptions. Consequently, in rare and extreme cases, human conception may produce pregnancies with fatal prospects and/or acute, life-threatening birth anomalies that present individuals and couples with exceptional dilemmas. Decisions in such cases may be left to the conscience of the individuals involved and their families. What if the woman is under extreme pressure from family and friends to terminate the pregnancy? Should her decision prevail and force the Adventist institution to do what the Bible forbids? The answer seems to be a yes. Notice what the Loma Linda University physician's oath states. "I will respect the rights and decision of my patients." What happens when the patient demands her legal right to an abortion? The answer is what took place at our Adventist hospital in Hawaii back in 1970. The church gave in to the demands of the patient, and our church began offering abortions on demand contrary to God's law and contrary to our own guidelines on abortion. The fear of God was replaced with the fear of men. The result was the death of at least 250,000 unborn babies at the hands of one of the graduates from our Loma Linda University. He donated a good portion of the blood money to the church and was honored by the General Conference at the 1990 World Session. Our beloved evangelist Mark Finley says that we do not support abortion. If that is the case, why did we publicly honor the greatest abortionist the church has ever produced at the 1990 General Conference World Session? And why did we include Section 6, the abortion exception of malformed unborn babies, in the 2019 new document on abortion? Save this video. Please, share this video with your friends. And watch the videos listed below. And post your comments below.